Hello and welcome to another episode of the Reup. My name is Jason Delgado. I'm still alive. Barely. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the Reup, which is supposed to be a weekly podcast, blog about everything in my life, but I have been so busy, I have neglected it. I have just been going through a ton of stuff. Wanted to just do a quick shout out while the alarms are going off across the street and it's the middle of the morning on a Friday. So I wanted to just say hey to everybody. Wish everybody good blessings and tidings. It's just been very, very busy for me. So I've had a chance to do this kind of video catch up, whatnot. But here I am. Want to say hello. Wish everybody a great weekend. Give a couple tips and trips of things I've been doing and all the crazy events that have been going on. Today is the first day that my teeth have not felt pain. In the midst of writing a television show, which is something that we will talk about at a later date and time, but is very exciting and should be coming to a television cinema near you soon. But in the midst of writing a television show, I got addicted to gummy worms. These gummy worms were delicious. They were farm fresh, locally raised. And I bought them at the supermarket. You know, they came in this like, oh, we make fresh gummy worms. I don't know how that happens, but they did. And they were amazing. And I was just eating gummy worms and writing and creating and sugaring up, and my teeth did not agree with it. I did not match the regimen with Listerine and brushing. You know, I brush my teeth, I guess you gotta floss now. Anyway, got some bad cavities, had to get teeth pulled and surgeries done, and during the midst of the surgeries and the teeth getting pulled, the universe threw another quick curveball in the way as my vehicle was stolen. That's right, my car, my Nissan Versa, my 2014 baby that you roll the windows down automatically, or manually rather. That's nothing in it. No manual or no automatic locks, no alarm. You gotta roll down the windows by hand, everything. And they took it because it has street value. And so they broke in, got the car, and took it away from me. It was a very, very sad moment. I have a hurt tooth and no car. And called the police. The police were very cool. You know, I took down my information. You know, called insurance, did whatever I can. They were like, if we don't find the car in 10 days, you know, we'll figure out what's next. And 5 days later, they found the car. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if it was to my benefit or not, but they did find the car in a lot. There were no windows broken. I couldn't drive over 30 miles an hour without the thing going big. I guess something didn't work out. I think they just took it for a joyride, smashed it into something and rolled. Inside's kind of covered in this weird like tar. I don't know. It's a nightmare. But I have a car. Went to a junkyard, got a new tire, got that fixed, so I could drive up to 65 miles an hour now without. But they took the bumper. They took the right mirror cover. They put LA stickers all over the car. There were air fresheners, like tribal air fresheners. It was all my radio stations were set. It was pretty fun. But yeah, got the car back. We're doing what we can to get it repaired, trying to work with insurance. We'll see how that kind of goes. But you know, I'm dealing with the tooth and the car coming back and all this stuff, and that's a little bit of the rough stuff. But in truth, things are going actually pretty good. I saw a lot of really good stuff. A couple little suggestions I could make in my woes. I saw the Taylor Tomlinson special, Netflix Taylor Tomlinson special. I believe it's called Look at You. And it is quite funny. I think she's on the top of her game. I think she wrote very good stuff. I saw her live at the Comedy Chateau a little while ago. The Comedy Chateau! And she was terrific. So I highly recommend Taylor Tomlinson's new special, Look at You. Very funny stuff. Yeah, just terrific. Current, heartwarming, and funny. Great stuff. Also, for you gamers out there, I played Destiny the Witch Queen. Now this is a little nerd, geeky kind of stuff, but I think Destiny is one of the finest games ever created. It is a first-person shooter where you shoot aliens, for those who don't know. They just released a new expansion called The Witch Queen, and it is phenomenal. Filled with great adventure, excitement, mysteries, and it is very difficult. I played the campaign on Legendary, and it really tested my fingers. I even broke a controller, not out of rage, surprisingly. I was just triggering so hard that the trigger snapped. My old Xbox controller, long may you live. But yeah, the trigger's broken, but the campaign was amazing. So much fun, great boss battles, great power gains, just great power fantasy lived. Shooting mechanics are the best in the business. Destiny the Witch Queen, for you gamers out there, highly recommend. Just to play the campaign, not even to collect all the guns and do all that silly stuff. And lastly, Batman. Now, Batman, when I first saw Batman and I got out of the Batman, I should say. I had the. But I saw the Batman, really thought it was good, but didn't think it was great. But on further reflection, all the moments were so good. The new Batman, it's 3 hours long, which you know is not my favorite. But I watched it through, I enjoyed it, but it didn't, it went a little long, of course, and it kind of dragged certain points where it didn't need to, but all the Batman stuff was great, the detective stuff was great, the fight scenes and sort of the practicality of him having the bat suit, of being a young detective, and love it. But my friend said it best. He's like, they had a 2-hour movie and they had a 4-hour movie and they made a 3-hour movie. And I think that's exactly it. Because there's a whole like third act that involves like a disastrous event. Spoiler. There's like a flood at the end where like they flood Gotham. And that's like 10 minutes at the end when everything's kind of wrapping up. And I'm just like, this should have been a little bit more of a plot thing leading up. Like they only mentioned the seawall being affected by the storms once in the beginning. I was like, I don't know, whatever. But the whole murder mystery Riddler thing is great, but then it's like, we're gonna burst open the seawall. I was like, what now? It's like, we're here for 2.5 hours. But anyway, great action, great graphics. Love Robert Pattinson as Batman. Love the practicality, love the look. Thought it was great. I just thought it didn't really, and I think that really nailed it. I think it should have been either Netflix, ba-boom, long 4-hour format, or just cut that whole seawall and make it a 2-hour little bagoo. But very good. I enjoyed it, just not great. So, Taylor Tomlinson's new special, Destiny the Witch Queen, and The Batman. 3 recommended, 1 recommended, the other 2 highly recommended by me in my journey as I've been healing and growing. I haven't been able to do that many shows just because I can't travel. Now I finally got a semblance of the car back, so I'm gonna start trying to hit the road, do more shows, do more things. But in that interim, I'm gonna be creating more YouTube content, getting out here more, doing more of the shows, stuff like support, other shows I've been wanting to work on, more re-ups, do little cooking things. I got a couple little projects I wanna do. So fun stuff coming online with the online content now that my vehicle is impaired. But I'm doing well, I'm grateful, I'm healthy, I'm exercising, you know, trying to get myself back in shape. I was eating a lot of candy, so I gotta get a little bit back into shape. So I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm excited to kind of present what's coming. Some really good stuff now that I'm trapped in the house a little bit. But grateful, healthy, I hope you are the same. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll call it there. I will be back more. We'll have more re-ups if you care to watch them. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. We're gonna have a good time everywhere. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great weekend. My name is Jason Delgado. This has been The Reup. See you next time.